Check. Hello. Hello. Test check one, two. Testing. Check. Testing. One, two. Hello. Check. Check one, two. Testing. Audio. Hello. Still. Hello. 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 Check. Hello. Okay.
కేబుల్ మార్క్స్ అంతే ఏం చేయలేదు.
Testing. Check 1, 2, 3. Testing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Testing. Testing. Hello. Hello. Check. Check 1, 2. Check. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Check. Check. Testing. One, two. Testing. Check. Testing. Check.
सेट केलं ते बाजूला बसतं.
Hello. Hello, check. Hello. Hello, check. Mic testing. 1, 2. Hello. Hello, check. Right. Hello, check. Mic testing. 1, 2, 3. Sound voice check this.
Hello, mic testing. 1, 2, 3.
नहीं आप इतना बिजी है मैं इसीलिए आपको इसीलिए मैं
Good morning.
नहीं तो करना ही पड़ता है
Integrity.
हम साहब आ जाएंगे प्रोफेसर बोला है अच्छा जी अपनी लोग काम ना
ఏం చెప్పాలి Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing.
कुछ ऑप्शन माइक हेलो
Hello. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Hello. Check. 1, 2. Mic testing. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Hello. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Hello. Check. 1, 2. Mic testing. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Hello. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Hello. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Hello. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Hello. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Hello. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Hello. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing. Hello. Check. 1, 2, 3. Mic testing.
हाँ भेज दो हमारे को भेज
Check. Check 1, 2. Testing. Testing. Check 1, 2. Testing. Check 1, 2. Hello. Testing. Testing. Hello. Check. ये क्लियर है ना? कैसे? Testing. Check 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Testing. Testing 1, 2. Hello. Testing. Check 1, 2. Testing. Testing. Check 1, 2. Testing. ये लगा देंगे। अच्छा बढ़िया ना? अच्छा ऑन करो, खाली आ जाता है। ऑन करो। हेलो बोलो। हाँ।
Hello, check. Hello.
వీళ్ళు పెట్టిన సౌండ్ వస్తుంది. దీనిలో పెట్టిన సరే రావట్లేదు తీసారు మాట్లాడు.
Check. 1, 2. Testing. Check. Hello. Testing. Check. Hello. Testing. Hello. 1, 2.
ఇప్పుడు వస్తుంది. ఇప్పుడు
Testing. Check.
ఇది బంద్ చేయాలి కదా, ఇది ఆన్ చేస్తే వస్తుంది.
Hello. Testing. Check. 1, 2. Hello. Hello. Testing. Check. 1, 2.
ఇవి ఇవన్నీ ఫ్యాంటమ్. ఇది నాకు ఫ్యాంటమ్ వోల్టేజ్, ఇది పోడియము, ఈ రెండు ఫ్యాంటమ్. ఇంకోటి చేయనా, ఇది పెట్టినా ఇదే వస్తుంది సార్.
Testing, check 1, 2. Testing, check 1, 2. Hello. Test check 1, 2. Testing. Testing 1, 2. Hello. Test check. Check 1, 2. Testing. Testing.
ఇది ఎవరు ప్లే చేస్తున్నారు? ల్యాప్టాప్ నుంచి ప్లే చేస్తున్నారు. అది రాదు అలాగా. ఇక్కడ అవుట్పుట్ ఉందా? ఇక్కడ HDMI ప్లే చేసినప్పుడు ఓన్లీ వీడియో వస్తుంది, ఆడియో లైన్ వేరే. ఇక్కడ నుంచి అవుట్ ఏమి ఇచ్చారంటున్నా? ఇది ఒకటే. ఇక్కడ నుంచి అవుట్ ఏమి ఇచ్చారని అంటున్నా. కన్సోల్ నుంచి అవుట్ ఏమైంది?
Myself, welcome to this program. You are requested to please keep your mobile phone on silent mode.
Now I request GM to administer the pledge. All of you will stand up.
Now I request our General Manager Shri Arun Kumar Jain sir to please come on to the dais.
आप बस प्लेस के लिए बोल दीजिए.
जी सर.
Administer the pledge.
हाँ.
Sir, pledge.
आप बोल सर.
Right.
Which is a very good morning to you all. As you know that this week we are observing it as a Vigilance Awareness Week. So, on the beginning of this week, we take pledge, integrity pledge. So I'll read out and then I'll request you to repeat. I believe that corruption has been one of the major obstacles to economic, political, and social progress of our country. I believe that all stakeholders, such as government, citizens, and private sector, need to work together to eradicate corruption. I would advise that every citizen should be vigilant and commit highest standards of honesty and integrity at all times and support the fight against corruption. I will therefore pledge to follow probity and rule and law in all walks of life, neither take nor offer bribe, perform all tasks in an honest and transparent manner, to act in public interest, lead by example, exhibiting integrity in personal behavior, to report any incident of corruption to the appropriate agency. Okay, thank you.
I feel immense pleasure to inform you all that Chief Guest today's function, Sri K.V. Chaudhary Garu, has just arrived. I would like to extend a warm welcome on behalf of South Central Railway to our Chief Guest, Shri K.V. Chaudhary Garu, ex-Central Vigilance Commissioner and ex-Chairman CBDT. जैसा कि आप सभी जानते हैं कि हर वर्ष हम सतर्कता जागरूकता सप्ताह मनाते हैं, इसी तरह हम इस वर्ष भी सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल जी के जन्मदिन की पूर्व संध्या पर 30 अक्टूबर से 5 नवंबर तक चलने वाला सप्ताह मना रहे हैं। इस वर्ष के सतर्कता जागरूकता सप्ताह के लिए केंद्रीय सतर्कता आयोग द्वारा चुनी गई थीम है भ्रष्टाचार का विरोध करें, राष्ट्र के प्रति समर्पित रहें। So no to corruption, commit to the nation. I request our Chief Guest, Shri K.V. Chaudhary Sir, ex-Central Vigilance Commissioner on the dais, Shri E. to please escort the Chief Guest to the dais. Now I request our GM Shri Anupam Jain Sir, please come up to the dais. Shri S.R. Shelky, Deputy CEO Stores, escort GM Sir to the dais. Now I request our SDG, Shri Arvind Sir, to please come up to the dais. Shri Nilayam, Deputy CEO Traffic, to escort SDG Sir to the dais. I request SDG Sir to welcome our Chief Guest, Shri K.V. Chaudhary Garu, with a sapling and a song. Now I request SDG Sir to present the sapling with a song to our General Manager, Shri Arun Kumar Jain Sir. Now I request Shri Anupam Madam to present the sapling to the SDG, Shri Arun Hqrs Sir. I request Chief Guest Shri K.V. Chaudhary Sir, GM Sir, and SDG Sir light the lamp in order to commence our today's program. The president is the students of High School, Lalagunda.
शुभं करत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं करत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दन दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दन दीपं संध्यादीपं नमोऽस्तुते संध्यादीपं नमोऽस्तुते शुभं करत्वं ज्ञानम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं करत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir. It is to inform you all that this program is being relayed live through Facebook and YouTube channel, link for which has been shared widely so that railway employees and officers from across South Central Railway can benefit from the words of wisdom which will be shared by our illustrious speakers at this program. Now I request the dignitaries to kindly release the Vigilance Bulletin of 2023. This Vigilance Bulletin Amisha contains article contributed by officials over South Central Railway based on the theme addressed by CDC of this year's Vigilance Awareness Week. Short stories, poems, case studies, and system improvements are advised by the Vigilance Department. Vigilance Department likes to thank all of the officers and employees who have contributed in the bulletin. Also, sincere thanks to GM Sir and Shri K. Chaudhary Garu for releasing the Vigilance Bulletin. Anisha. Thank you, sirs. Please be seated. Now, SDG sir requested to kindly deliver his welcome address.
మీ అందరికీ నా హృదయపూర్వక స్వాగతం. Chief guest of the function, respected Shri K. Chaudhary sir, ex-Chief Central Vigilance Commissioner and ex-Chairman of CBDT, respected General Manager Shri Arun Kumar Jain sir, AGM sir, all principal HODs, Principal Director of Audit, DRM Secunderabad, DRM Hyderabad, officers and staff present here and also watching the program through online YouTube link. I extend a warm welcome to all of you. First of all, I convey my sincere thanks to Shri K. Chaudhary sir for really accepting our invitation for this function and consenting to deliver the keynote address on this year's Vigilance Awareness theme, Say No to Corruption, Commit to Nation. भ्रष्टाचार को विरोध करें, राष्ट्र के प्रति समर्पित रहें. 1948 is the year when Vigilance Organization was created over Indian Railways to be the eyes and ears of railway management. That is about 75 years back. The roles assigned were to prevent, detect, and investigate corruption. Railway Vigilance has been working towards creating a corruption-free atmosphere and in improving the image of railways. Observance of Vigilance Awareness Week is one of the various outreach initiatives undertaken by the Central Vigilance Commission and in turn by the Vigilance Organization of Indian Railways. The endeavor is to fight against corruption and create awareness amongst public servants and citizens. It is worth mentioning that cooperation of every individual is imperative to raise our voice against corruption and say no to corruption. In accordance with the CGC guidelines, 3-month-long campaign has been launched this year, starting from 16th of August, extending up to 15th of November, in which preventive vigilance activities have been taken up over South Central Railway at headquarters level, divisional level, and in workshops. This year, the primary focus has been on creating awareness-building activity about public interest disclosure and protection of informers resolution. Posters and videos on petty awareness have been displayed all across South Central Railway. Capacity building programs on procurement, ethics and governance, systems and procedures, cyber hygiene and security, training of inquiry officers, presenting officers were organized to ensure necessary competency and skill required. Railways over the years have introduced large number of digital platforms, electronic and digital platforms in various activities like PRS, TES, e-ticketing system, FIS, e-tendering, RPS, e-auction, system, HRMS, HMIS, and many other initiatives. It is widely acknowledged that technology is the biggest enabler, and thus it is necessary that further similar activities are continued. During this 2.5 month period, all across South Central India, around 200 odd events have been conducted. I would like to compliment all the participants of these programs and congratulations to all the prize winners. They will be handed over the awards in this function during the ongoing week. As a part of outreach activities, students of Kendriya Vidyalaya in the divisions, Railway High School and Railway Junior College participating in innovation competitions, English and Hindi essay writings, poster painting competitions. Intercollegiate innovation competition was conducted at the Degree College Secunderabad on the theme given by CVC, wherein students from 32 colleges participated in the competition, including from prominent colleges like Little Flower Degree College, St. Francis Day College for Women, Sardar Patel College, St. Pius Degree College, etc. It would be worth mentioning that as a conscious decision by the Vigilance Department, measures are being taken not to penalize for minor procedural lapses or bona fide decisions which are taken by officers in the interest of organization, operational and technical reasons. Today, in this function, we have released the e-bulletin Anisha. This bulletin is a collection of articles, stories, poems distributed by railway, contributed by railway employees, case studies, system improvements, and overview of vigilance activities over South Central Railway. The e-edition will be uploaded on South Central Railway website. Vigilance Awareness Week coincides with the birth anniversary of early world freedom fighter Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, which fell on 31st of October. He is remembered for his participation in struggles during Kheda Satyagraha, Bandoli Satyagraha, Dandi March, Quit India movement, and many such similar movements. He was instrumental in bringing about the unification and merger of 165 autonomous princely states with the Union of India, which is a remarkable feat. Sardar Patel is often addressed as the Iron Man of India. We pay our tributes to this great leader of the nation. Central Vigilance Commission is the apex body of vigilance and set up which looks after the vigilance activities of the country. We are extremely fortunate that the next CVC, Shri K. Chaudhary sir, is based in Hyderabad and he has kindly consented to address today's gathering. Sir's introduction will follow. I just thought that I briefly mention about his credentials. He is not only an ex-CVC and former chairman of Central Board of Direct Taxes, but he is also on the board of directors of many of the eminent leading companies of the country. He is associated with a number of NGOs working on education for differently abled, and is also a trustee of Akshay Patra Foundation, which feeds millions of children in Anganwadis across the country. He is also visiting faculty with IIM Ahmedabad and with Gujarat Forensic Sciences University. His insights, experiences, and guidance is something we are all really looking forward to. I take this opportunity to thank our general manager for the constant guidance and support he gives to the vigilance organization. GM sir has worked as Chief Vigilance Officer with Retail Corporation. Thus, his experience helps the working of vigilance organization. I thank AGM sir, the principal HRDs, DRMs, and all the officers and staff for their support and constant cooperation with vigilance. Lastly, I would conclude by saying it is the collective responsibility of all stakeholders to promote transparency and work towards eliminating corruption and strive to make vigilance a vibrant and modern organization. I once again welcome all of you to this Vigilance Awareness Week program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Before I request GM sir to address the gathering, I would like to share a brief on GM sir. General Manager South Central Shri Arun Kumar Jain sir belongs to the IRSSA 1996 batch of Indian Engineering Services. Shri Jain sir has been heading South Central Railway since April 2022. On South Central Railway, he has worked as Principal Chief Signal and Telecom Engineer, Divisional Railway Manager of Hyderabad Division. During his tenure As DRE, he was instrumental in augmenting passenger facility at several stations, and the division obtained full performance efficiency shares in various phases, including safety, security, and transformation. He has undergone management training at INSEAD Singapore, ICLIF Malaysia, University Hyderabad, STU Botany Level. Shri Arun Jansen holds a bachelor's degree in electronic engineers from Gorakhpur and master degree in computer engineering, IIT Kharagpur. He has rich experience of around 36 years in the railways. He had several important assignments on Central Railway, North Central Railway, and South Central Railway. He has also worked in research design and standard organization, where he was responsible for developing advanced signaling system like digital axle counters, solid state probe, train protection and warning system, and collision avoidance system. He has also worked as Chief Vigilance Officer and Group General Manager in Railway Corporation of India. Now I would like to request Chair Sir to kindly address the gathering on the eve of Vigilance Awareness Week 2023.
Shri K.V. Chaudhary Garu, ex-CVC and ex-chairman of CBDT, SDGM, AGM and PHODs and other officers and staff, a very good morning. We are fortunate enough to have Shri K.V. Chaudhary Garu today with us. With his vast experience while working as CVC, we will be certainly benefited by his speech and his advices. As you know that every year, 31st October is celebrated as the birthday of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and the week in which this day falls, we observe as Vigilance Awareness Week. And the theme for this year is Corruption-Free India. Say no to corruption and commit to the nation. See, India as a country is on the path of becoming a developed country. We are progressing very fast, but unless we eradicate the corruption fully from our system, we will never be able to achieve the status of developed country. So it is the duty and responsibility of each and every citizen to eradicate corruption. Unless our country is developed, our country has a bright future, we being citizens of the country will have no future. So it is our personal interest that we eradicate the corruption and we clean our systems. Most of the time we feel that the eradication of corruption or stopping the corruption is the job of the government or is the job of my higher officer. It's not my job. No, as a citizen, as a public servant, it is our responsibility to set the systems, to be vigilant so that there is no corruption in our system. Sometimes we feel that Vigilance Department to take care of all these things. Vigilance Department alone cannot handle the entire vigilance system. So each one of us has to act as a vigilance officer in our own capacity and see that the rules, the law, and the systems which have been established are being followed without any deviation and without any motivated malified intention. As I understand that our country is having the strictest law available in the world, but as you know, we don't have the least crime. So that means indirectly we can say having law alone cannot control the crime. So maybe having rules and law alone cannot stop the corruption. It has to come from within ourselves. The spirit of integrity has to be there within each one of us. Then only we can control the corruption. Laws are required so that whosoever is deviating, that has to be punished. But at the same time, for building a corruption-free society, everyone has to have integrity and then should be fair and just in his working. That has to come from within our side, inside. I remember when I was working as part-time CVO in retail, um, we used to conduct a lot of competition in schools, and once that was started for the first time at CVC, Shri K. when he was CVC. That is the right approach, what I feel. Because school and college, whatever you teach them, that remains there in their heart throughout their life. Because once a person is grown and becomes mature, it's very difficult to mold him or motivate him or the children is the stage of childhood and adolescent age is the right age where you can you can you can whatever you tell that will remain in their mind and heart and that will follow. So we are carrying out such activities in schools and colleges. We need to benefit it. So every school and then from this forum, I would like to advocate that we should have at least one chapter on vigilance, corruption in our social science subject at school level as well as at college level. Apart from bringing the spirit of integrity, we also need to set up systems where there is no scope for corruption, even if somebody wants to do something. Our country is heading in the direction of digitalization, the digital technology, and India is using in a very vast way. And CR also, South Indian way. We have come with a lot of digital systems. We are using them fully. Human resource management system, HRMS, where the salaries and the transfer requests and all these things are being dealt on HRMS, where there is complete transparency. All payments, whether it is web standard or store standard, are being done on digital platform, Hqrs, IRMS, and even the tender committee minutes are requiring the portal itself and signed, and even the contract agreement, the bill passing stage, everything has been 100% through the digital system. E-office, all our e-office always working is on a digital platform, except the court cases where we need to have some physical document. Otherwise, all our working is on e-platform. These systems bring transparency and accountability also. Sometimes somebody may not be getting some money, but delaying the case is also corruption. Keeping the file pending is also one sort of corruption. So this e-office and all digital platforms fix the responsibility as well as accountability. So we at Secunderabad have been following all the systems and in true spirit. And just summarize some of the things for the general public and our staff. We have to be honest and ethical in our duty. This means that truthful, fair, and just in whatever we do. We reject and report instances of corruption that we come across. We have our own organization of vigilance, and that we have CVC, and as the complaints where identity is kept hidden, but you have to complain, you have to write your name at the end of the complaint. That name will not go beyond CVC. The inquiry officer or any other organization will not know the name of the company. So you have that system available. If you feel you want to hide your name or you want your name not to be disclosed, the method available. Educate ourselves about these laws so that you knowingly do not flout the rules or you do not break the rules. And not only yourself, but let us educate others also so that they are well aware of the rules so that they follow and develop rules. As a special application, we as a public servant, we have a special obligation to provide high standards of ethical conduct because we deal with the public money. So as a public servant, as well as a citizen, we have very high responsibility to very high standards. So whether we can have the corruption from India, let us all try to do our part. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Before I request our chief guest to address the gathering, I would like to share a brief on chief guest, sir. Our today's chief guest and keynote speaker, Shri Kosiraji Veeraya Chaudhary, was born in 1954 in Machilipatnam, Krishna district in Andhra Pradesh. Shri Chaudhary sir served as the Central Vigilance Commissioner, CBC of India during the year 2015 to 2019. He is an alumni of Loyola College, Chennai and IIT Chennai. He joined at the Indian Revenue Services in 1978 through the Civil Services Examination of 1977. He retired as chairman of Central Board of Direct Taxes in October 2014. During his 36 years of services in the Income Tax Department, he worked in almost all the divisions of the Income Tax Department. He represented India in several international conferences on taxation. He has also worked on deputation to the Department of Company Affairs and has functioned as Secretary of the Company Law Board. On orientation as Chairman CBDT, Government of India appointed him as an advisor to the Department of Revenue on issues relating to black money. During his term at CVC, he set still on the process and brought about several changes in the functioning of the Commission. Some of the notable initiatives includes emphasis on preventive vigilance, improving the speed and quality of investigation of complaints, initiation of an integrity pledge to involve citizens in the drive against corruption, building of integrity index to measure the integrity of the organization, training of legal services and officers of the Commission in India and abroad. Outreach activities to involve the citizens and in particular the youth in the drive against corruption, etc. He presented a paper investigation of high net worth, intelligence and black money in the International Tax Dialogue Conference. He presented India in the international conferences of heads of criminal investigation. He headed the Indian dialogue delegations to the 6th and 7th Biennial Conferences of State Parties on United Nations Convention Against Corruption, organized by the United Nations Offices on Drugs and Crime at St. Petersburg, Russia and Vienna. He represented India as a member of the International Association of Anti-Corruption Agencies. He was elected as a member of the Executive Committee of IAACA. He attended the Anti-Corruption Summit hosted by the Prime Minister of UK in May 2016 in London. He was invited by the World Bank to make a presentation on leveraging tax-related information to detect corruption. He was a member of the Advisory Board of Comptroller and Auditor General of India. He regularly speaks in training programs organized by the Nation Training Academies, institutes, Chamber of Commerce, professional bodies, etc. Tax laws, investigation compliances, management, anti-corruption measures, integrity, etc. He is an independent director in many prominent companies in the country. He is known for his efficiency, impeccable integrity, clarity of thought, vision balanced views, excellent communication skills, human approach, and his acknowledged as prominent leader. He is associated with NGOs working in the field, education in rural areas and for less privilege, rural development and skill development, encouraging and assisting the differently abled and disabled person, implements and reskilling and redeployment. He is an independent trustee of Akshaya Patra Foundation, an NGO serving the cause of hunger mitigation. He is on advisory board of NBS Sampat Foundation, and she is working on providing better education to less privileged children in government school through digital mode. Now I request our Chief Guest, Shri K.V. Chaudhary Garu, Excellency and Exchange CBDT, to address the gathering. Sir, we are anxiously waiting for your words to inspire this gathering of revenue officers and staff.
What's a good name? Thank you, Nirmalaji. Good morning. Shri Arun Kumar Jain, General Manager, South Central Railway. Malkhede, DGM, South Central Railway, Senior Officers of the South Central Railway. Ladies and gentlemen, and there are some children also here who participated in the, I think, VAW program. Good morning to all of you. Thank you for inviting me for this Vigilance Awareness Week. And this is my second invitation. The first one I missed a couple of years ago due to some unfortunate incident in the family. I could not come when Mr. Arvind's predecessor, Srimati Chandrima, was there. So I sent a written note just about a few hours before the program was to start because I could not come. So thank you very much for having me here. Before we start our small discussion or talk on Vigilance Awareness Week, I would like to offer my prayers and condolences to the unfortunate people who were involved in the just few hours ago incident relating to, though it is not in our zone, it is in our country and they are our brother. So we feel bad to note this and we offer our condolences and prayers to them. As the GM sir and DGM have already mentioned, the week in which the birthday Shri Bharat Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the first Home Minister and known as the Iron Man of the country, who was responsible for uniting various provinces into this country and widely acknowledged as the person with the highest integrity, falls. That is the 31st of October. That week has been adopted as a Vigilance Awareness Week by the Central Vigilance Commission. And year after year, we have been having some functions and programs to carry out the kind of a, awareness among the public. Now, every year the commission chooses a different theme connected with this Vigilance Awareness Week. And the current year's theme is Say No to Corruption, Commit to the Nation. When you translate it into Hindi, भ्रष्टाचार का विरोध करो, राष्ट्र की प्रति समर्पित रहे. So this is the tagline. The baseline remains the same, that how do you root out corruption and how do you bring awareness in the people. The commission does three kinds of activities in this regard. The first one, all of us are very aware, and that is the one which mostly the vigilance people and the Central Vigilance Commission is generally remembered. That is the punitive action which the commission starts on examining the complaints or departmental references, etc., and then oversees the kind of conducting of the inquiry proceedings, etc., then advises on the levy of penalty or something like that, so on and so forth. This is the punitive action for which mostly people remember or look at the commission. But the commission has two very important roles which we try to propagate and highlight. The second one is the preventive role. How do you prevent? I won't say even corruption alone, but prevent particular misconducts in the organization. This is a very important role. Rather than, there used to be a joke, the constable, law enforcement officer, telling the crime is about to happen. And somebody is telling, what are you doing there? He said, no, the crime will not happen. Only after the crime happens, I have to get into the scene. Rather than that,
you try to prevent those systems, what we call as preventive vigilance. That has taken center stage. And different ways of propagating this preventive vigilance have been innovated by the commission, by people like Mr. Arvind and various other vigilance officers, different methods applicable to their respective companies or divisions where they did. Some invoked technology in a big way, some invoked some other procedures, and that is preventive vigilance. We will discuss a little more about preventive vigilance a little later. The third part of the work is building awareness. You have a preventive awareness system, and you have a preventive awareness system. But the people with whom we are dealing with, including our own employees outside the vigilance organization, they are not aware of these. Many of us, if we go to some of the government offices, I don't want to name X, Y, Z and demean or defame somebody. We think that when they say you have to pay this much, we think that is a thing which you have to pay, just like how you have to cross a road. On a road, you pay a toll. There is some amount which you have to pay as a toll tax, and then maybe there's something else which you pay in cash. Many public may or may not be aware that that is not the thing to be paid. So, how do we bring awareness among our own people, then our stakeholders, they are primarily the citizens. So, Commission thought that this Vigilance Awareness Week is a time, some time preceding that and some time post this awareness week, at least we concentrate on this activity of going to the public. So one gentleman asked me when I was a CVC, I went to for a similar such a meeting. That was something like a Gram Sabha. He asked me, sir, everybody knows you people will come and hear and then go away. ये सब भाषण ही रहता है, कुछ नहीं होता है. I said, probably is the general perception of people. So we can't leave it at that, but we need to work as to why this perception is persisting, why it is not changing in spite of things happening. So whenever I speak, because my friend G or James Saab is here, most of the examples in my lectures are related examples. Because when I was the CVC, I used to see that about 20 to 25% of my work used to comprise of, because railway is the largest organization other than defense and the defense, so only the civilian cases are dealt with by the CVC. So naturally, we used to have a lot of things I used to see. Generally what they say is that, economists, those who read a little bit of economics, they say the price is fixed by the demand and supply. Demand is an X curve, let's say supply is on the Y curve, price is somewhere fixed. Now the corruption is also something like that. If there is lot of demand and the available services are less, people would like to pay something more and get that service. They are not really counting whether that is a corruption, they are beating the system, they are trying to buy a system. Again, go back to the example. If I don't get a ticket, when you book a ticket, I'm in the wait list, I have to necessarily go. Earlier days, you used to approach some tout, and you tell him that you will pay him this much money, and they used to get a ticket. He used to get, or he not able to get, whatever it is. Government realized that there is a demand, and people need to travel a short notice. They cannot always stand in the queue, plan 1 month ahead, ticket and go. So, got in a system of where you pay additional, I don't know how much it is, 20%, 25%, etc. Or probably like in the airlines, you have a surge pricing mechanism that I have to go at any cost today only. I'm willing to pay any amount of money. Certain number of seats are allocated to such provision. Now, whether you call that extra payment you are making a bribe, yes, you call it a bribe if it is going to an unorganized channel. If the service itself is priced so high that only those who really want it and those who can afford to get it will get it, then it is not called a bribe because it is going into the coffers of the railways. It gets used for good work. It is to be used. So now when came the some years back, you all must have read some intelligent or technologically competent people. Let's say your counters open at 8 o'clock for booking Tatkal or whatever it is. I'm just saying, it opens. So all of us are ready with the system. I want to go to Vijayawada today. So I have to book a ticket. I have to catch as soon as the counter opens, I should be able to get it. I'm also on a computer. He is also on a computer. Thousands of people are there. So you have your server in this or X place. Whoever gets his order the fastest to the server, his ticket gets matched because there's a vacancy there. There's no corruption involved in this. First come, first out. Ticket is there, it matches. So how do I push it there? So if I have a technology through which I can push my request for the ticket faster than your request for a ticket, then I succeed. So for that, I pay a premium to the intermediary, whether you call him a ticket broker, ticketing agent, or whoever it is. So he is in a position to push your request much faster than the other person. So he gets a ticket. So is the money you pay to this man, the intermediary, who is only fastening the ticket booking process, do we call this a corruption? Do we call this a facilitation money or whatever it is? Well, we can debate on that. But there was so much of charcha on that. If you look back and discuss again, the recent example of this co-location case of National Stock Exchange, where a similar thing of when you place an order to buy a share, now how does these orders get sequenced? How do you get the information back? Who is buying more number of shares of a particular company so that I can know, so on and so forth. So when technology was introduced, technology solved some of the obvious and the routine problems like what we discussed. But technology started bringing in other issues. How do you define if my ability to push this request for a ticket faster than his ability to reach the same system and a premium being paid for that? How do you classify it? Is it a corruption? Is it a facilitation charge? Or should everybody who is in a position to use such kind of a technologies be permitted? So on and so forth. So what I'm saying is the awareness in the people, and a person who is not aware, he would think my brother bought the same ticket yesterday for 100 rupees to go from here to Vijayawada. Today I paid 150 in the Tatkal. A layman may think 50 rupiya kuch gadbad ho gaya hai. How can you charge two prices in the same ticket, same class, same travel, same train, etc.? So this may be a very trivial and stupid example. I'm trying to highlight where is the need for us to do two things. One, when there is a demand for your services, be it in government or public sector, there is a higher demand. How do you price your services so that people who are in a position to deliver those services, they don't take a private arbitrage of those ability to make available those services? Get my point? So that is the first thing. Second thing is, how do people know? There is a need for a transparency. I put on everywhere saying that, look here, after one day before the tickets are going to be like this, those who want to come, those who don't want, they don't come. So public knows, yes, this is the system. If you want to pay for a higher fee, you can go by first class. If you pay a lower fee, you go by the ordinary class. People know now. Earlier days, maybe some didn't know. They'll say, why should he get in there? Why should I get in there? Now everybody knows. If I buy a class 2 ticket, I buy a class 2 ticket. That's all. I go by there. So the awareness in people is what is we are trying to bring of the various systems in the individual departments. The same gentleman asked, do you think it is useful? I said, I don't know. It all depends on one's experience. So about half an hour later, function like this happened, Bhashan ho gaya, then they were giving the prizes. So one young girl around 12, 13, she came and she was to be given a prize for telling an incident in real life about corruption. She's a 12-year-old girl in a Mofussil school called Kuchipudi in Krishna district. So the girl came, normally we give a certificate. I asked, please tell what is the story you told. This is a real life incident I'm telling. She said, she was speaking in Telugu. She said, sir, I participated in this. So I told one story. What is that story? Said about a month ago, there was an election in our Gram Panchayat. When the election was happening at night at about 11:30, there was a lot of commotion. Well, so I also woke up. My parents were there. They were talking to some people. They were giving some 1,000 rupees each. This I'm talking about 2015 or 16. They were giving 1,000 rupees to my parents. My parents were asking for, no, we are two people, we want 2,500. So they were bargaining, they were trying to convince, no, sabhi ko 1,000 ही मिल रहा है, आप भी 1,000 ले लो. Meantime, the girl got up, went there. She picked up both the hands of the parents, put it on her head, the typical Mofussil way of taking a, what do you call, a shapat. And said, you see, you please promise on me that you will not accept this money. In my school, my teacher told that taking money for casting your vote amounts to corruption, and this is going to ruin the country. So, if you love me, please don't accept this money. Whomever you want, you vote. You don't want to vote, that's a separate thing. But please don't accept the money, take a promise on me. This is a real life incident I'm telling you of a 12-year-old girl. If one girl can like that be transformed with these activities in a Mofussil place, far off, then what kind of an influence it will have? Even if a few thousands of girls in their young age take to this resolve, what kind of an influence, what kind of an effect it will have, that is what we are trying to demonstrate through this. Many of these may look very, tick mark करने के लिए कर रहा है ये सब. As I got down with my friend Anand, he was leading me to the, I said, let me go and see what are the, nice pictures they have stuck up there. The award-winning pictures and drawings from our officers. Very good, bright ideas. A person who has drafted that idea, do you think that he will be tempted to alter from the way in which what he has presented there? Unlikely. Then somebody else asked, sir, har saal yahi karte aap? The same pledge which probably Jain Saab has administered to you last year, his predecessor, or maybe Jain Saab himself administered. Ye kya tamasha hai? Why do I need to take a pledge every year? I said, look here, they say in these prayers, I have been honest, I have been righteous till now. I don't know what is going to happen the next moment. So let me resolve myself that if I have been like this, please give me the strength to do it further. So that is the reason why we want. It's not to belittle yourself that आप अभी तक honest नहीं है, आप आज से honest रहेंगे. वो बात नहीं है. Being honest always. Who knows next moment what happens? So I am resolving myself or rededicating myself to this cause. That is the reason why we celebrate this. We conduct these functions every year. So, before I go to the next topic, I had gone through this Animisha. I was telling again, Jain Saab, I know every organization brings out a book, either quarterly. We also used to bring out that, what one is that? I'm forgetting my name. In the Vigilance Commission also, we bring out a book. And it used to be a nightmare for the people who have to bring out the book because there are not enough number of contributions. So you ring up. Probably he also has the same because I find most of the articles are by the vigilance people only. That's only in the lighter vein. But in the 2 minutes, 3 minutes I spent, I find that they are of a really high quality. I read 3-4 articles. One madam wrote about drawing parallel from the Bhagavad Gita. If I remember, I don't know the chapter exactly, maybe the 13th chapter or so. Amanitvam adambitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam, etc. So she analyzed those qualities and then said that how it helps, improving your integrity, etc. Anyway, I just wanted to compliment those who who made out that book. That's just an incident. The third part of it, or rather the second part of it, the preventive vigilance which we were talking about. I have always been an advocate of what is the root cause of a system. The root cause of a system which gives rise not necessarily to corruption, but a lack of integrity kind of a situation. I'm not getting into the definition of what is corruption, what is lack of integrity, but by and large, you feel, I can only say integrity is something about what you say and what you do, whether you are watched, not watched, this situation, morning, night, in the presence of these people, not the presence of so many people. It could be anything. It could be not about only taking money from somebody to do or not do a thing. This pure and simple base corruption is bribery. And bribery is not the only menace. There are so many other ways. Let's take a case of an interview. An interview board, the three of us are sitting. We're interviewing people for an next post. Now, all three of us, within quotes, honest or not corrupt in the sense that we didn't take any money from the candidates. In fact, we don't even know them. I have a prejudice for people coming from Andhra, in particular Machilipatnam. Somebody is coming from Machilipatnam, my balance has already swung 10-15%. Then I am slightly tall and fair. Either I may have a prejudice that tall and fair people are good-looking fellows, or other way, maybe tall and fair whom? How can this guy also be tall and fair? So I have a prejudice on the other side. It could be anything. I mean, it could be as laughable as anything else. So does the prejudice cloud your mind in the decision-making process of how and why you should select a person? How and why you should select a person should be determined by the manual which is written. The manual should be writing something, he is a graduate, whatever it is, this, that, and he should have this kind of a qualities. So, does it make any difference for you in those? Yes, it is a beauty contest in which you are the judge, where the criteria may be something different. Does it make any difference for you, the color of the person, the height, unless it is a police service or a service which requires some physical robustness, or the nature from which he comes, so on and so forth. So, I'm only explaining that to say that corruption by way of money could be the basest and the worst form, which we all know. There are other forms of corruption and corruptibility which affect the system. So we are looking at such kind of things when we are trying to do a preventive vigilance exercise. In preventive vigilance, what is it we do? we are supposed to look at, are there any SOPs, procedures prescribed for doing a thing in your official channel? Or are they not there? More example, I will give again railways. Some years back, railways in a particular area conducted, wanted to recruit 7 that housekeeping staff for the guest house, or I don't know, or caretakers for your rest house or something. They advertised, and some few lakhs of applications came because railways job safe, secure, good pay, including PGs, etc. Some in those days, the test was not done away with. Test was done, shortlisted, interview was done. Ultimately, 7 people, all fairly selected. 7 of them joined as guest housekeepers or something. A few days later, a petition came saying that one of those, A1, his certificate is farji. He wanted, say, a bachelor's, let's say, is the qualification prescribed. His certificate is farji. He got the certificate from X university. But if you verify, this fellow's name will not be there, sir. Some graphically, somebody told. So they verified. The university said, yes, we never granted a certificate of degree to KV Chaudhary in so and so year, the copy with which we sent. Okay, a procedure was started to remove him. It's a separate issue. But the officer, that the person who admitted him, he came first time for the admission along with certificate, etc. He failed in his duty to verify the certificate, and so a proceedings for major penalty was sought to be initiated. That was the stage when the matter came to the commission. So, as usual, our people said, yes, Railway Board wants to have major penalty, let them have major penalty. Not 1, 2, let them have, no problem. I said, no. Let's see what does the manual say when it comes to joining the service. What is it you are supposed to verify? Sir, ये है, अगर कास्ट का है तो कास्ट का सर्टिफिकेट होना चाहिए, and then that we had a lot of problems and now it is resolved. You allow him to join, send it to the district administration for verification. When it comes back, any adverse thing, you have a procedure. Is there any requirement under the law, and the procedure that is laid down, that you check the university which issued this certificate, that it has been issued by them or not? Simple, straight question. People verified, they could find, they said, okay, you answer Railway Board. Sir, it is generally done, but then it's not there anywhere. If there is something which is not there as a matter of duty for somebody to do, how do you charge him for not doing that? Somebody will do that. Then there could be an allegation against me saying, look here, sir, since 1947, this many people joined, and so many more will join. Nobody case wrote a letter like this asking so-and-so university to confirm whether you do this. Only because this one didn't like my case. We wrote in my case so that it can be delayed 6 months or 1 year. There can be allegation against me. In this particular case, I said, okay, let's keep this man aside. This fellow is not the only fellow who is intelligent that he can produce a false certificate and get into the service. Let us verify all the 8 people who have been recruited and find out what is the position. After several months of pursuit, it turned out of 8, at least 5 fellows had submitted certificates, in the sense either the universities did not exist, university existed, but this fellow never got the certificate. Some fellow forged a name, some fellow got a similar name, so on and so forth. Anyway, commission, what it did, the separate issue, they said no major penalty against him, but you try and see as to what is the process you should follow if somebody claims that this is my educational qualification. There should be hundreds of examples. Some of you officers are here. When a VIP moves from, let's say, Secunderabad station to Raj Bhavan, the security They have say 3 or 4 routes. Am I right, ma'am? They have 3 or 4 routes. They will draw beforehand. And they will put those people with their seats in the security on the 4 lanes. At the appropriate time, one of them will take a call as to why a particular route A has been chosen in preference to B, C, D. Let's take the example of today. A car came for me to pick up. Jain Saab was expecting me to come in 1 hour. I took 1 hour 15 minutes. Now, extreme example only for the purpose of just our laughable discussion. Jain Saab will call an explanation for the driver as to why you took 1¼ minutes when the normal time is 1 hour. There is traffic, this, that, he will tell. Now, whether he should follow the route A, route B, route C, route D, or invent his own route has been left to his discretion. As long as the discretion has been utilized correctly, which is a questionable thing, according to Jain Saab, he could have taken route B, which is known to be a much easier route, according to the driver route A is a there's a question of debate involved. But is there a mandate? You shall go by the, like for example, when you travel in NTC or on your, for the local conveyance, when you travel by the shortest distance, government says whether it takes 1 day or one year, doesn't matter. You have to go by the shortest distance, you will be reimbursed only the shortest distance. So the point I'm saying with these trivial and stupid examples is, there is a need to define what looks very obvious. What looks very obvious is not really obvious. You think it is obvious because you are exercising your mind in between. Your discretion, your knowledge, your experience, which can be questioned with reference to my knowledge, my experience, my discretion, so on and so forth. So, the need for having SOPs, if for such a small thing as verification of the education certificate for entry-level post of a gatekeeper or a housekeeper is there, you will find many of you are here dealing with these tenders. What it is, the qualification of work done of a certain type of works, certain turnover of work, for you to qualify to bid for another one. That's a major thing, whether it becomes eligible, not eligible. So, we need to put in place processes, whether you call them SOPs or whatever it is, whether those processes are going to be by way of technology-driven, computer-driven ones or manual-driven ones. The idea is to have them in place. So, for a preventive vigilance is, in my view, is nothing but a good systems analyst is the best preventive vigilance person. He knows how the system is currently running and where are the blocks, where are the loops, where are the gaps, and then try and fit them with some kind of a solution. It's not only that you fit them, you make it known to everybody and make it transparent. And you apply them without exceptions. That is what the preventive vigilance is supposed to propagate. Once that is done, then as a person who is doing the job, you are in a safe position. You will not be questioned as long as you follow the manual, assuming it is clear. If there is no such manual, then what do you need to do? You need to escalate it. There is no manual as to how to do it. One last example and I will close. Government of India is trying to buy, in the airports, all our luggage goes through those sensors, security sensors. I think railways also we have those. So, because they wanted to buy a big this thing, then they called for a global tender and the tender was awarded to a party X. One of the conditions was that you need to, first give 3 or 4 pieces ready, then we will go and come and check, PDI kind of a thing, and then we approve. Then we come back, you deliver them, then remaining things. So when the first set was ready, said, you can come and inspect. But the inspection was to be done. It was a foreign trip. 3 people had to be sent. And it was a short trip, 3 days. So no senior officer was interested in going. So the going abroad is generally treated as a benefit or a perquisite. So 3 junior officers. Unfortunately, none of the 3 had any technical experience. One person handling administration, another handling some kind of a cash, somebody else handling something else. They went. They were received well. Everything. Something happened. They plugged red light, blue light, green light. Everything happened. They came back and recommended that they may be important. They came. Then the people who started using, they started complaining. Sir, ये तो काम नहीं कर रहा है. It's not working. Because it is not working. Sir, according to specification, this should identify whether it is metal or whatever it is. Let's say from a distance of 100 meters or say 50 meters and an angle of X degrees. But this one, if you just put it here in the mouth, it blinks. Says yes or no. So this is not what we wanted. This is what we already have. So it was a multi-dollar contract. So a charge sheet was sought to be issued to these 3 guys, out of which 1 or 2 of them already retired. The 3rd one is about to retire. They said, sir, we didn't know anything. You see, we didn't have a knowledge of this. For us, it was told that you just go and, something was given. We went and light was, switch was put, and then some metal piece they put and it tried. But these, intricate specifications, we are not aware. Now the question is, if you are not aware, then are you supposed to accept the job? If I don't know or I am not competent, somebody says I stop it. Some years back, I used a Baralgan tablet and Baralgan cured me. So I tell Jain Saab, Baralgan kha lijiye, theek ho jayega. So Jain Saab takes Baralgan. I am a quack. I am a doctor, I am a mathematics fellow. Just because it Baralgan work, me or somebody known to me, I tell him Baralgan. He takes, God forbid, I don't wish. It has a drug reaction. Jain Saab comes and accuses me, क्या कर दिया चौधरी साहब आपने मेरे को? You gave me something this. I am not competent to do something, and I try to do that, even though it is in good faith. The issue is, should you do it? This is what the SOPs talk about. Where you should do, where you should not do, particularly in railways, signaling, or whatever it is, when particularly the manual signaling used to be there, they used to have all these mimamsa. Which train, which route, which this, which that. So, electronics and technology have taken over. So the need for these SOPs, the qualifications cannot but be overemphasized. And the need for people to know it, and the people to say that this particular job which I am doing, I am required to do, is not covered by an SOP, and I need an SOP before I do this. This is what we have to state. Otherwise, what happens is, it is your decision versus my decision, and it could be all kinds of influences. I won't say there could be good, bad influences. Everything will come into play. So the job of preventive vigilance and vigilance officers is to fill these gaps, identify where are these lacks, where are these gaps, and then try to fill them with proper SOPs so that the work gets done. The one who is doing the work is safe. The one who is getting the work done gets his work the way in which it is wanted. I think I have already exceeded my time, but I just want to conclude here by saying one small thing. Gandhiji said that, if you want to bring change, you should be the agent of the change. Change should start with you. So this is what we all resolve, whether we say no to corruption and dedicate yourself to the nation or whatever it is. But these changes have to start with each one of us. And only when it starts with each one of us, the nation as a whole becomes strong, and we become a strong country. So that's all my message. We can go on talking on some other training program. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity once again, Jain Saab and Arvind ji. It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring words. Now, our next event is prize distribution. During the past 2 months, for preventive vigilance activity and vigilance awareness program, various competitions were conducted across the zones such as education competition, essay writing in English and in Hindi, poster painting, quiz competition, etc. Now we are going to distribute the prize to students and the employees who have taken part in the competition conducted at headquarters level. Now I request our chief guest to kindly give away the prizes to the school students. First prize in English elocution competition goes to Sunil Begum of 8th class from Mixed High School. And I requested to give claps. First prize in elocution competition goes to Dinesh Tole of 8th class from Mixed High School. First place in English elocution competition goes to Yunuka, the first year MPC from Railway Junior College. Second place in English elocution competition goes to B. W, the first year BPC from Railway Junior College. This competition was conducted where 32 colleges participate and the winners are first place in English elocution competition goes to Ms. S.K. Chandni, BC MPC third year from Railway Degree College. Please clap, sir. Second place in English elocution competition goes to Ms. Vishwanath Indumurthy, BCom Honors third year from Adya Degree College, ECIL. Third prize in English elocution competition goes to Ms. M. Kirti of BCom Computer Application, third year from Railway Degree College. The performing praise song today by student of Railway Mixed High School, Jessie 9th class, Chandana 9th class. First place in English essay writing competition goes to Srimati S. Padma Shri, Chief AS, PCCM Office, Secunderabad. Thank you, sir. Now I request our General Manager, sir, to kindly give award the prizes to the employees who have participated in various competitions. First place in poster painting competition goes to Sri K.S. Satkuna, Technician Grade 1, CMM P&S Secunderabad. Second prize in poster painting competition go to Shri D. Samuel David, Senior Technician Grade 1, CMM P&S Secunderabad. First prize in Hindi essay writing competition goes to Shri Neeraj Kumar Mandal, Chief Staff and Welfare Inspector, CPCPO. First prize in English essay writing competition goes to Srimati A. Meena, CCI Claims.
For excellent comparing, I request Chief Guest to honor Srimati Nirmala, Commercial Inspector, for a certificate and a shield. Thank you, sir. A big applause.
Thank you, sir. I request SDGM and CVO of SCR, Shri Arvind Malkheri, sir, to present memento to our Chief Guest, Shri KV Chaudhary, sir. Now I request SDGM, sir. Now I request SDGM, sir, to present the memento of General Manager, South Central Railway, Shri Arun Kumar Jain, sir. Thank you, sir. I request our dignitaries onto the dais to please occupy the seats to see the next event skit, which is being performed by our South Central Railway staff.
Right now. Right.
Light off. Light off.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Good morning, Bangalore. In the event Vigilance Awareness Week 2023, we are going to perform this Skit, create an awareness and prevention of corruption. Enjoy the show. Thank you.
मॉर्निंग सर।
मॉर्निंग। आप अभी तक आए नहीं?
नहीं है सर।
ठीक है, इसे आते ही मेरे केबिन में भेजना।
ठीक है सर। sir.
ये क्या इतना सारा फाइल मैं अकेले कैसे करूँ?
ठीक है,
ठीक है,
आपको अंदर बुला रहे हैं।
सर
मॉर्निंग का वो नए अपॉइंटेड आने वाले हैं, उनके ज्वाइनिंग प्रोसेस करा देना।
ओके सर। हेलो,
साहब जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर जी।
साहब जी मैं आज आईटी दुकान के पास हूँ।
हाँ मैं आ रहा हूँ।
ठीक है साहब जी।
शांति सुनो, तो मैं अपॉइंटेड आने वाले हैं, आयल तो उसे बिठा लेना और सर कुछ है तो बोलना बाहर गया है, थोड़ी देर में आ जाएगा।
ठीक है, सर।
हाँ वो लिफाफा वहाँ पड़ा है, उसे ले लो। अरे सर जी क्या देख रहे हो?
जी नमस्कार नमस्कार। साहब जी हमारे फाइल्स का कुछ तो देखिए ना।
हाँ क्यों नहीं लेकिन मेरा परसेंटेज।
साहब जी परसेंटेज का क्या है साहब जी, हमारी जर्नी तो अभी अभी शुरू हुई है और हमें बहुत दूर जाने का है।
हाँ लेकिन आज तो कुछ जेब हल्की कीजिए।
यहाँ
नहीं चलिए।
ठीक है साहब जी।
मैडम देखिए, अंदर आ जाओ। ऑर्डर ले बैठ जाओ। यहाँ नहीं, वहाँ। मैडम ये नहीं
पार्टी मैडम।
चेक है तो ठीक है, बैठ जाओ।
थैंक यू।
आपका नाम?
मेरा नाम संदीप है मैडम।
आप कैसे आते हो?
मैं तो सिटी बस में आता हूँ।
आपका खुद का घर है?
हाँ घर है पर वो लोन पे है।
और आप? मेरा नाम अंजलि है मैडम। आपका खुद का घर है? आप कैसे आते हो? कौन सी कार? भीम भीम नहीं कार, BMW। अच्छा, बबड़ी गाड़ी से आते हो? ये हमारे से
बैठो बैठो। आपका नाम और आपका?
बड़ी गाड़ी से आती है।
बमड़ी
बमड़ी नहीं सर, BMW।
BMW आई सी। और संदीप आपके पिता क्या करते हैं? प्रोफेसर कहाँ पे? सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी। अच्छा उनका नाम? शर्मा जी। अच्छा तो आप शर्मा जी के बेटे हैं, बड़े आदर्शवादी इंसान है। खड़े क्यों हो? बैठो बैठो। और आपके पिता?
सर मेरे पिता तो बहुत बड़े बिजनेसमैन है सर।
तो फिर इस सरकारी ऑफिस में आप क्या कर रहे हो?
क्या है ना सर, बचपन से मेरा एक ही सपना था कि मैं किसी भी सरकारी ऑफिस में काम करूं और इस देश की सेवा करूं।
तो फिर आप किसी डिफेंस सर्विस में चले जाते हैं।
डिफेंस में भी मैं अप्लाई कर चुकी थी सर, लेकिन मेरा सिलेक्शन नहीं हुआ, इसलिए।
ठीक है बैठो। शांति मैं सर के पास जा रहा हूँ, वो पीछे पड़े फाइल इन्हें दे देना।
शांति इनसे वो फाइल ले लो। हाँ आप लो।
सर ये दो अपॉइंटीज आए हुए हैं सर।
ठीक है, इसे यहाँ रख दो, उनके काम उनको सिखा दो।
कितने? हाँ बैठो, मैं आप सब लोगों को काम सिखाता हूँ। संदीप ये करस्पॉन्डेंस वाली फाइल है, ठीक है? इसे समझ गए? गुड। अंजलि अगर तुम्हारी प्रार्थना खत्म हुई हो तो काम पे ध्यान दो। इस वाली फाइल है, ठीक है? तो संदीप एक काम करना, ये करस्पॉन्डेंस वाली फाइल इन्हें दे दो और ये इस वाली फाइल तुम ले लो।
मुझे भी प्लीज चेक कर देना।
काम सीखोगी तो चेक कर लेना। शांति ये मिठाई सबने बांट दो। वो बस आप लोगों के आने की खुशी में काम पे ध्यान दो। हाँ संदीप जरा यहाँ आना। संदीप यहाँ जो कि फाइल पड़े हुए दिख रहे हैं ना आपको, मैं समझाता हूँ वो क्या है। ये है करस्पॉन्डेंस वाली फाइल, ठीक है? और इसमें जो बड़ी है वो बिल्ड वाली फाइल है, और ये जो फाइल है ये बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट फाइल है। इसे मूव करने से पहले मेरी इजाजत ले लेना, समझ गए? मत मैन। हाँ जाओ। निकलो, आज तो तुम्हारा पहला ही दिन है। चलो मैं, हाँ तुम भी जाओ। सर, हाँ योर माय इंस्टॉलेशन है। हाँ कल सुबह जल्दी आ जाना।
लेट का काम कर रहे हो?
हाँ सर, ये मेल आपको कल सबमिट करनी है ना सर, ये खत्म करके ही जाऊंगा।
ठीक है, वेरी गुड।
हेलो
जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर जी।
मैं आपके ऑफिस के बाहर
ऑफिस आ जाइए।
अंदर।
ऑफिस में कोई नहीं है, आ जाओ।
ठीक है साहब जी। साहब जी
काम नहीं कर रहा है, मेंटेनेंस पे है, आ जाए।
ठीक है साहब जी। साहब जी, अरे बिल्कुल कुछ तो कीजिए ना साहब जी।
हाँ बस अभी की फाइल देख रहा हूँ, देखो कितना बड़ा है, लेकिन मेरा परसेंटेज।
सर जी आप परसेंटेज की चिंता ही मत कीजिए, ये लीजिए रखिए।
आपका काम हो ही जाएगा।
धन्यवाद साहब जी।
हेलो
साहब जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर जी।
साहब जी मैं आपके ऑफिस के बाहर हूँ।
ऑफिस में कोई नहीं है, आ जाइए।
ठीक है साहब जी। साहब जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर जी।
साहब जी एक महीना हो चुका है साहब जी, बिल तो पास कीजिए ना।
हाँ हाँ क्यों नहीं, लेकिन मेरा परसेंटेज।
जी आप बोलिए तो सही, आपको कितना चाहिए?
कैसे आप पूछा प्रभु।
लीजिए साहब जी। साहब जी 6 महीने रुकते हैं साहब जी, मेरा दूसरा बिल तो पास कीजिए ना।
दूसरा बिल माने दूसरा परसेंटेज तो आपको देना होगा।
दूसरा परसेंटेज ये लीजिए साहब जी, रखिए। जी, 1 साल हो चुका साहब जी, आपका ऑफिस के चक्कर लगाते लगाते मेरे चप्पल और मेरे पैर दोनों भी गिर गए। मेरा दूसरा बिल तो पास कीजिए ना साहब जी।
हाँ क्यों नहीं, लेकिन मेरा पूरा परसेंटेज।
पूरा परसेंटेज
हाँ वो तो देना पड़ेगा।
मुझे कुछ समय तो दीजिए साहब जी, मैं कुछ ना कुछ इंतजाम करूंगा।
हाँ ठीक है।
Check the menu and dial in. Check the menu and dial in.
हेलो सर।
साहब जी नमस्कार।
नमस्कार सर जी।
साहब जी मैं आपके ऑफिस के बाहर हूँ साहब जी।
हाँ ऑफिस आ जाइए, कोई नहीं है।
नहीं नहीं साहब जी मैं यहीं पे ठीक हूँ, आप यहीं पे आ जाइए।
ठीक है आ जाओ। आज तो मैं मेरा सारा परसेंटेज ठीक कर ही रहूंगा।
साहब जी 2 साल हो चुके साहब जी, मेरा दूसरा बिल 500 कीजिए ना साहब जी।
हाँ लेकिन मेरा परसेंटेज
पूरा परसेंटेज मैंने तो आपको पूरा परसेंटेज दे दिया ना साहब जी, वो पूरा पूरा ना हो चुका, परसेंटेज गाना हो चुका, हाँ पूरा हो चुका, वरना मैं एक बिल पे भी सही नहीं करूंगा, 1,000 क्यों करते हैं?
ए, शांति क्या हुआ तुझे, क्यों रो रही है? पैसे पूछे था उन्होंने, मुझे एक लिफाफा दिया, मुझे क्या पता वो लिफाफे में रिश्वत के पैसे आ गए। मेरी फोटो भी खींची मैडम, फोटो क्यों खींची उसने? जब मैं पैसे गिन रही थी ना मैडम, तो उन्होंने मेरी एक फोटो भी खींची और 2 साल से मुझे धमका रहे हैं मैडम।
प्रताप सर,
अच्छा, इसलिए जब भी प्रताप सर 2 मिनट के बाद जाते तुम बताते थे हो।
कुछ ना कुछ करके प्रताप सर के साथ मेरा बिल साइन करा लेना। मैं कॉन्ट्रैक्टर हूँ मैडम सर। क्या कहूँ सर जी, 2 साल हो चुके हैं, मेरा बिल अभी तक सर के टेबल पे अटका पड़ा हुआ है। मैंने सर को इतना खिला, लेकिन सर मेरा बिल ही पास नहीं कर रहे। मैं क्या करूँ, मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा सर जी।
तुम रिश्वत देते हो?
तुम लोगों की वजह से ही हमारा नाम खराब होता है।
रिश्वत के नाम पे देश को खोखला कर रहे हो।
इस देश की तरक्की नहीं होती।
हाँ सर जी, बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने मैडम, आप भी बहुत सही कह रहे हैं मैडम। मुझ जैसे लोगों की वजह से नाम दे रहे हैं, देश की तरक्की दे रहे हैं। सही कहा आपने। मुझे एक बात बताइए, अगर मैं कम दाम में टेंडर कोट करूं तो मुझे टेंडर मिल ही जाता है, लेकिन अगर मैं आप जैसे लोगों को रिश्वत ना दूं तो क्या आप मेरा बिल पास करेंगे? नहीं ना। मैं सरकार को क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट देना चाहता था, लेकिन रिश्वत खिलाते खिलाते मैंने क्वालिटी में कॉम्प्रोमाइज करना पड़ा और फिर मुझे धमकी मिली, रिश्वत नहीं, टेंडर नहीं, अगर टेंडर नहीं तो काम में तो मेरा परिवार कैसे चलेगा बताइए मैडम, बताइए सर जी, मैं क्या करूं? मजबूर था सर जी, मजबूर था मैं।
और कौन कौन शामिल है इसमें?
मुझे तो कोई पता नहीं सर जी, मुझे तो सिर्फ प्रताप सर एक ही मालूम है।
मैडम पोस्टर
पोस्टर?
पीडीपी,
पीडीपी? ये पीडीपी क्या है?
तुम लोगों ने देखा नहीं? जगह पीडीपी के पोस्टर्स लगे हुए हैं।
हाँ मैडम मैंने देखा था, लेकिन मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आया मैडम।
पीडीपी यानी पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट डिस्क्लोजर एंड प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ द इन्फॉर्मर। अगर एक बार कंप्लेंट दर्ज किया जाएगा तो उनका नाम पता सब बुक में रखेंगे। हाँ कंप्लेंट करेंगे।
हाँ हम कंप्लेंट करेंगे।
कंप्लेंट करेंगे क्यों नहीं?
पर ऐसा करने से तो प्रताप सर की नौकरी चली जाएगी।
अरे यार तुम इमोशनल मत बनो, जो सही है वो सही है, बस हमेशा सही का साथ देना हमारा धर्म है। पता है लोगों से तो ये देश बनता है, ये देश लोगों से ही तो बनता है। हम यहाँ देश की सेवा करने के लिए आए हैं, रिश्वत खाने के लिए नहीं।
मैडम लेकिन कंप्लेंट कौन करेगा?
क्या हुआ संदीप, क्यों?
मुझे विश्वास नहीं हो रहा प्रताप सर जिन्हें मैं अपना आदर्श मानता था वो ऐसा कर सकते हैं। मेरे पिताजी कहते हैं जन सेवा ही जनार्दन सेवा है। आज की डेट में सरकारी नौकरी मिलना इतना मुश्किल है और इतनी अच्छी नौकरी होते हुए भी रिश्वत की क्या जरूरत है?
शायद मजबूरी के लिए, शायद लालच। क्या आपने कंप्लेंट किया मैडम? नहीं मैंने नहीं किया, तुमने किया?
नहीं मैंने भी नहीं। फिर
हम इसके बारे में ज्यादा बात नहीं करेंगे, हम काम शुरू करेंगे। चल
रानी
एक हफ्ते का छुट्टी बोलकर 2 हफ्ते तक नहीं आया। और संदीप सर, वो एक इंपोर्टेंट वाली फाइल थी ना, उसे लेकर मेरे चैम्बर में आना।
अभी आता हूँ। ठीक है सर।
ठीक है, उसे यहाँ रख दो।
सर आप गुस्से में नहीं लग रहे क्या?
नहीं सर, सही बोल रहे हैं मैडम।
अरे यार, मैं 2 हफ्ते के लिए गया था, रात ही लौटाओ।
सर
मॉर्निंग संदीप, वो इम्पोर्टेंट फाइल जो मैंने कही थी वो लेकर आओ, वो सबके टेबल पे है। क्या सर के टेबल पे? सर ने मांगी, मैंने दे दी, लेकिन मैंने तो कहा था कि वो मेरी इजाजत के बगैर मुंह भरी नहीं चाहिए। तो गलतियां थी, मैंने सही की और सर को दे दी। अब तुम जानते हैं क्या चाहिए? जब हम बस डिस्कस कर रहे थे।
एक 100 पेज नोटिस आई है।
नोटिस?
हाँ, वो है मिस्टर प्रताप के लिए।
क्या किया सर?
क्या किया? एक काम किया, अपने शिफ्ट पे नहीं आते हो।
इतनी सी बात की थी, शोकॉज नोटिस?
बस इतनी सी बात नहीं, एक बिजनेस की रिपोर्ट आई है। इस रिपोर्ट में तुम्हारे ऊपर करोड़ों की हेराफेरी पाई गई है।
हेराफेरी? विजिलेंस? सर वैसे मैंने कुछ नहीं किया सर।
इसने कुछ नहीं किया। आप भी मेरे टेबल पे फाइल पड़ा है, जरा उसे लेकर आना।
कौन सी सर?
तुम रहने दो, मैं खुद लेकर आता हूँ।
तुम कंप्लेंट मिले हुए हो, जानता हूँ तुमने ही कंप्लेंट की है। छोड़ूंगा ना मैं तुम सब लोगों को।
किसे धमकी दे रहे हो तुम?
सर कुछ नहीं सर, बस डिस्कस कर रहे थे।
ये तुम करते हो, हमारा हमें पता है। ये लो।
सर ये क्या?
लो, ये तुम्हारा सस्पेंशन लेटर, यू आर सस्पेंडेड फ्रॉम द सर्विस।
सर प्लीज सर, माफ कर दीजिए।
आप बाहर जाके करो। एक मिनट मिस्टर प्रताप, तुम्हारे ऊपर इंक्वायरी चल रही है। बिजनेस तुम्हें इंक्वायरी के लिए बुला सकता है। तुम नहीं आते हो, फिर तुम्हारे ऊपर बहुत स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन लेगा। यू है और आप सभी आगे आइए। संदीप, तुम्हारे ऊपर ही बिजनेस इंक्वायरी कर सकती है। ये पता है, इसमें तुम्हारी गलती नहीं, लेकिन फाइल पे तुम्हारे सिग्नेचर होने के कारण तुमसे पूछताछ की जाएगी। शांति और अंजलि हो सकता है बिजनेस दोनों को भी बुलाया। और आप सभी के लिए पीडीपी पीडीपी एक कंप्लेंट रेजोल्यूशन प्रोसेस है। इस प्रोसेस के अंतर्गत कोई व्यक्ति अपना कंप्लेंट सेक्रेटरी टू सीबीसी को दर्ज कर सकता है।
चलिए के शपथ लेंगे। Say no to corruption, commit to the nation. Need to be.
मैं विक्रम कुमार, इंजीनियर या सीनियर ऑफिसर।
संदीप कुमार, सीनियर सेक्शन इंजीनियर एज संदीप।
वो Avanti Jet, accounts assistant as Anjali. Yasmin Unis, office assistant as Shami.
Ravi, assistant electric logo shed as contractor.
मैं गौरव जोशी, सीनियर सेक्शन ऑफिसर मिस्टर प्रताप। मैं केशव दीपक, निर्देशक और रचयिता। I'm extremely thankful for the department project. Thank you so much.
I thank all the participants for the beautiful skit to us. It's my pleasure to inform that SDGM sir is pleased to declare a group award of rupees 5,000 to the staff who performed the skit. Now I request SDGM sir to come on to the dais to give away the prizes to skit team. Saurabh Joshi, SSO, Secunderabad. Avan. Please clap, sir. Avanti J. Patil, AA, Secunderabad. Sandeep Kumar, SSC, Senior DEN Coordination, Secunderabad. S. Ravi Teja, Assistant Labor Shed, Assembly Department, Lalagura. Yasmin Onisa, Office Assistant, Secunderabad. Kumar, J. Drawing, Secunderabad. Thank you, sir. Now I request Shri S.R. Shulke, Deputy Senior Stores, to propose vote of thanks.
Respected Chief Guest, General Manager, sir, PHODs, ERM senior officers and colleagues. At the outset, I would thank our Chief Guest of the day, Sri K.V. Chaudhary, sir, former CVC, for sparing his valuable time and sharing his valuable experience, thought and wisdom with us. Sir, as you have rightly pointed out, preventive vigilance activities are very much important. Importance of procedures, SOP and manuals is also an important part, and we have appreciated our vigilance awareness activities. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank our General Manager, sir, Sri Arun Kumar Jain, sir, for his valuable presence, appreciating our vigilance awareness activities, sharing his thoughts on this occasion. I would also like to thank EM, sir, PHODs, DRM, Secunderabad, DRM, Hyderabad, other senior officers for their valuable presence. I would also thank other officers and staff for their presence and making this program a grand success. I would like to thank Secretary to GM, sir, for making this auditorium available for the function. I would like to thank entire CPRO team for their valuable contribution towards designing posters, banners, certificates, and vigilance bulletin, and also arranging live streaming of this function through YouTube. I would also like to thank the entire printing press team for timely arranging printed copies of the vigilance bulletin Animisha released on this occasion. I would like to congratulate all the award winners of various events and also thank other participants for their active participation. I would like to thank the Skit team for entertaining Skit and spreading the underlying message of Vigilance Awareness Week on this occasion. Special thanks to film director and actor Sri Keshav Dupik for this enlightenment skit. I would like to thank Srimati Nirmala, Commercial Inspector, excellently comparing the program. I would like to thank entire Hyderabad division team, especially Engineering Department, Electrical, S&D Department for their valuable contribution towards organizing this event and making this a grand success. Let us, but not the least, I would like to thank all the vigilance officers and the entire vigilance team, CVIs, supporting staff and all the staff of vigilance branch for this making this function as a grand success. I would also like to thank one and all who are present here for their active participation and making this program a memorable event. Thank you, sir. Thank you.